Hello and welcome to Reddit on Reddit, the internet's auditory version of Reddit, and also the podcast that comes out on a Tuesday. Only a Tuesday, definitely Tuesday nights. It's never been different. Also, the first rule of the show is that you can't fact check us, so that's technically correct. I'm Nelson Ellingham, joined by Michael Cambo Campbell.
Classic introduction.
Yep.
No changes there.
So it's what we say.
Yep.
It's weird that we decided that on the first day
Yeah.
that we recorded on the Tuesday,
Yeah.
obviously.
And people would notice that we've never, ever broken the promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty... We're up to, like, episode 89.
We're allowed...
We're doing it every Tuesday night. It's pretty...
And if you've been getting it on Monday, there's something wrong with your phone.
Yeah. Tell us what's going to happen in the future. What's been going on, Cambo?
Oh, Nelson, I've been bloody hanging out with the Hollywood elite this week.
Oh.
Yes.
How's Hugh Jackman?
He still has that restraining order against both of us.
Yeah.
And his words...
Why me?
We know why.
Did you dress up as me once? Because the restraining order for you had
Yeah.
been in effect.
He's like, I won't talk to Cambo. I will talk to Nelson. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, I got to sit down and talk to the man behind movies like Saw and Insidious and The Conjuring.
Yes.
I got to sit down and talk to Mr. Lee Winnell.
Oh, I thought you would talk to Jigsaw.
Yeah. Well, funny. He's like, seriously, I am Jigsaw. Somebody stop me.
And you laughed and laughed.
So yeah, he's got a new film coming out. There's like a Q&A event. And what I kind of liked is, I think this is something kind of Australian that goes on in the Q&As, which is the questions are kind of insulting.
Yeah.
So there's the first guy puts his hand up and Lee's like, oh yeah, you over there. He's like, oh hey man, you love the film, whatever. Have you got any projects next, or can you go back to Saw and fix that? Because I think it's a fucking mess right now.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like, oh I haven't really had much to do with them in the last 10 years. I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah, because he did number 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think he did the first 2, yeah.
Okay.
And then like this other guy puts his hand up at the back as well, and because the movie's called Upgrade.
Yeah.
And it's about a guy that he's a paraplegic, gets a thing put into his neck called STEM.
Yeah.
And it means he can walk and get and talking, but he's been upgraded so he can find and stuff.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
And the guy's like, oh yeah, I heard that originally this was called STEM. When did you realize that was a shit ass name? You had to change it. And then it's kind of like a bit of a beat, and Lee's like, I actually really like the name STEM. It was actually the production, the distributors that said I had to change it.
That's so funny. That sounds exactly like what someone on Reddit would say.
Yeah.
We've now reached the point where the internet has blurred with real life.
Yeah.
And nobody cares about the anonymity anymore. They just say what they want and
have
no respect.
I saw a picture today that really summed it up, and this is, I mean, I'm going to say it's offensive, but that is the point of the picture as well. Okay. There's a picture of the Twin Towers in New York.
Yeah.
And then over the top of them it says, things you can't joke about. And then it had the plane coming towards it, and it just said, the internet.
Yeah, that's true.
More specifically, it should have, I suppose, just said Reddit.
Yeah. But, it's good. I find it entertaining. So long as I'm not in the firing line, I'm okay with it. I'm all for it. So you got to interview this guy as well?
Yeah, big time.
Did you make friends?
I interviewed him, put it onto a memory card, chucked the memory card in the bin.
Okay.
just
for you.
No, it's for the other show. The show I cheat on this show with.
Yeah.
Is for that one.
We haven't spoken about that yet.
No, where do we shall not?
Okay.
Well, we can if you want. Okay.
Well, you do another podcast?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
It's about movies?
Yep.
What's it called again?
The movie
Yeah,
one.
shit, anyway. Okay, we've done a shout out for your other show, so on that podcast
kind of.
Yeah. Well, it didn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a good one.
I can give it, the equivalent. I'm on another show. I'm on another show, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. I feel like the reverse psychology might work.
Yeah.
See, there's probably
What is it?
Tons of people really interested now. What's this shit show, campers? Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
What about you? Did you get up to anything exciting?
The only thing I did this week was trap somebody in a room, give them a bunch of puzzles to solve.
Okay.
And they had to chop off their arms. Both arms, actually. was the
first one, piece of cake.
Yeah.
Second one, a real problem, like a real chin scratcher, that one.
Yeah, but he got out, and he could actually... I mean, the benefit was he could easily walk away. So.
Man, I met the guy just for you, let me tell you.
Yeah. But no, I actually did... I sort of did something similar.
Okay.
I did an escape room.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too dissimilar.
Yep.
In a way, Saw is the original escape room.
Yeah, I'd say so. But no people were injured in the making of the escaping of the room.
Did you do it with our escape room friend, enthusiast Bill from Escape This Podcast?
No, I did not. But I did send him a photo afterwards of our group who escaped the room. And I said, "Are you proud?" He said, "Who's this?"
Yeah. How'd you get this number?
But no, it was pretty fun. It was actually pretty shit in comparison. Okay. Like, we did one with Bill the other week, and it was super awesomely themed. Yeah. It was really cool. Lots of interesting puzzles. I feel as though in a group you could do lots of different things at once. Yeah. So this one was just like... First of all, we get walked into the room and I'm expecting, they normally do a bit of a spiel, bit of a, this is the story. Yeah. And she's like, okay, I'll grab you a timer and then that's it. And so then there's just cards that you have to read what the story is. And then it was really crap. I feel like, because we did do one with Bill a few weeks ago, and that was my first one ever, and I think it kind of ruined them now. Yeah, don't ever go again. Yeah, no. That's a terrible. I won't. Because not only did we do... I guess like one of the better ones in the state, one that wanted Bill there because it was so good. I did it with like the best guy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Now, like all my friends are idiots. I don't want to do an escape room with any of them. That's true. Actually, I solved the most difficult problem. In this room. So I forgot this was bragging on Reddit. Yeah. Okay, Cambo. This first Reddit on Reddit. Okay. Yeah. By the way, new listeners, this podcast is about Reddit. Yes. So. Apologies for whatever you just listened to. Sorry about it. Do you know, sometimes I listen back to it, I'm like, maybe we should cut the first bit where we talk about what we've been on. I think about that too. But how else do we catch up? That's true. Okay, anyway. This first Reddit on Reddit is by Luke HW. Walmart should install an observation deck. Why? Just to people watch? Well, at first I was like, oh, they mean people watch. And I was like, oh, no, wait, maybe it's so you can find items quicker, but probably not that. That seems dumb. The second one is a good idea. No, because like, I use the Kohl's app for... This is a tangent. Yeah. I used the Kohl's app for the first time the other day. Oh. Have you ever used it? No. It's great. You put an item, it tells you where it is. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's great. That's actually pretty handy. It asks you what store you're in. Yeah. And I was like, the one under my house. And it's like, more detail, please. Okay. So I put my location in, and then you put a shopping list in, like the stuff you want to buy, and it's like, cool. Whoa. This is on aisle 2, like to the left or whatever. That is cool. Yeah. Does it give you a route and purposely take you past the chocolate bar aisle? You're like, I didn't have anything in this. Coles, you bloody got me again. No, but that would be clever. Coles, if you're listening, we'll sell that idea to you. Don't steal it. Don't steal our ideas. It's a rule of the show, and that is legal in a court of law. But yeah, so I guess you don't need an observation deck if Walmart just gets an app. So it must be for people watching. Okay, it must be for people watching. Did I say no? Oh, okay. I don't care about other people. I do like to... Okay. It's not that I would go out of my way to people watch. I wouldn't go on this observation deck. Right. But... If you found yourself there. If I found myself there. Right. I do enjoy the occasional people watching. Yeah. You know? Well, that's the thing. Like, if it served another purpose, then maybe. If there was a cafe up there, maybe. Okay. You go up there, you get a coffee. Get a coffee. As you're sipping your latte. Have a look at the weirdos. Have a look at the weirdos, exactly. But this is, I mean, no, I was going to say it's only true in America, but you see some weirdos here, don't you? Oh, yeah. It's a different kind of weirdo, I think. Sorry. Yeah. I think Walmart might bring its own its own demographic.
Well, yeah, we don't have Walmart. We only have, what's the big store? Costco.
Yeah.
Which is pretty new to us. So we get dressed up in like tops and tails.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody's in a suit. They're looking fancy.
How do you do, sir?
Yes, I'm going to buy 70,000 toilet rolls.
So maybe Walmart is another level. We have like smaller Kmarts and Targets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You just kind of get like a bit of a bogan, a bit of a redneck, I guess, if you're an American.
Yeah.
Wearing their sweatpants and their thongs and their hoodies.
Yeah.
But there's nothing fascinating.
Yeah.
Where I imagine in Walmart, you probably get people dressed in camo on the mobility scooters.
Yeah. Well, what I was thinking about actually is I quite like watching people at the gym.
Yep.
Particularly attractive women. No, not really. That's great. I actually go out of my way to be like, oh, she's attractive. Don't ever look that way again. You will be the biggest creep. But one of the best things I like is watching people not do exercises correctly.
Okay. Yeah.
And look, I probably mentioned this on the show before, but occasionally I like to bring it up to boost my self-esteem.
Yeah.
I am a qualified personal trainer. And
Just everyone think about that for a second. Nelson, the host of this show, is a qualified personal trainer, which means you can be too. Anyone can be a personal trainer.
Hey, whoa. Okay? You have to dedicate at least
6 weeks or something?
It was no, I did a longer one.
Really?
There's short
12
ones.
weeks.
And I'm one of those snooty people where if I hear about, a personal trainer that's gone through the AIF, Australian Institute of Fitness, and they just churn them out. It's a moneymaker. Yeah. They know a lot less, So me and my TAFE buddies that did a 8-month course, or I was closer to a year, I think. Look down upon them. We laugh at them.
All right, you're the best.
In the school cafeteria. Thank you, Cambo. That's all I was after. But
took 89 episodes. The show is over.
But yeah, so I find it quite funny when I watch people do exercises, especially really muscly guys,
right?
Because I feel as though they're not all muscly people, but there's a certain arrogance that comes along with muscles. Yeah, especially when you're with we don't have a very big gym in our building, but nobody there is a gym junkie, I'd say. There's some sort of fit people, but there was this guy one time, and he's pretty, decent muscles, and I could just tell the way that he was posturing himself. It's you think you're better than everybody in this room at the moment. Yeah. But the exercise he was doing was he was basically pulling. He had one of those cable machines, and he was just pulling the weights towards him. Right. So leaning his body back, and he had the weights at the pin in the lowest one, basically. He was lifting a ton of weight. Yeah. But
now I'm not a gym expert, but don't you pull them down to the ground? Aren't you meant to go downwards?
Well, this one, it's kind of, you can do a range of motions, right? So, the thing was, I couldn't quite work out what activity he was trying to do, because he was basically using his whole body to try and twist and turn. It was basically just using his momentum and his body weight to lift these weights up. And I was this isn't really... exercising a particular muscle group. You're kind of just you're basically breaking your body trying to exercise. And I don't know, it just annoys me. But I find it fascinating to watch those sort of people.
Do you ever, as a qualified personal trainer?
Yes.
Watch
I'll give you my professional opinion.
Watch people in the gym that are very muscular and then are exercising incorrectly and think, how did you get this way? Because you're very muscly.
No, because the difference is, you can still get muscle that way, right? Lifting weights regardless, but there's things that the chances are they will have problems later on with their body.
Gotcha.
They'll just feel sore, or especially people that only do one type of exercise a lot more, people that say do push-ups a lot more but don't do any back exercises, they'll become super hunched. Right. And so it's just people don't know, but that guy would just actually ruin his body one day.
He might be dead.
There's been some horrible things come out. This is why I'm against the other training organization.
Mm-hmm.
Is there's been some horrible stories about personal trainers who don't know what they're doing,
Right.
and get like elderly people to lift really heavy weights, and then they get into these things where they essentially, like, it's almost like they fuse their bones together, and there's, the cartilage just goes because they're squishing them together because they're lifting weights that they shouldn't be doing. So, I mean, when you're young, you can probably get away with it, maybe a bit sore, maybe you can rebalance it at some point when you get too sore and you go see somebody that knows what they're doing. But it can be a pretty bad thing.
Well,
sometimes.
Speaking of bad guys at the gym, and that's what this Reddit was about.
Was it? Yeah, I think so.
Did you hear about CrossFit? Getting in a little bit of trouble lately?
No.
Just public opinion trouble.
Right. Well, yeah, because CrossFit's not like an entity.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
it's just like a thing.
Well, there is an official CrossFit account, and that's what is being used here.
Okay.
So there was a CrossFit it was like North Carolina or somewhere like that, and they were organizing an event for Pride Month, which is June.
Yep.
And obviously, if people don't know what that is, it's Pride Month, celebrating homosexuals or bisexual or any kind of sexuality, really.
The LGBTQIXYZ community.
Yeah. So they were organizing an event.
Yep.
And then it was abruptly cancelled by CrossFit.
Okay.
And CrossFit said, no, that's against our policy to be celebrating Pride Month. So people complained. What? So then the official CrossFit account released a statement saying, well, we think Pride Month is indulging sin and is against God, and we don't celebrate it.
Okay.
And then everyone went, the fuck?
yeah.
Which, so as it turns out, CrossFit is a very religious organization.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, I used to think it was cross as in cross training. But maybe they're like, when Jesus is on the cross?
Oh.
He's got those sweet abs.
Oh.
I want to get like CrossFit,
Okay.
It was originally called Crucifix Fit.
yeah. I was going to say, did they just crucify someone? We'll leave you up there for a day. Yeah. You'll have the best abs ever.
They started by doing that. And then it got down. It's like, man, that hurt. Let's just flip a tire.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fair enough then. Okay. Okay. Here's another one for you. Right. Talking about watching people.
Okay.
Which is what the first one was about.
I think it was about gyms.
Okay.
Hey, what was the guy's name for the first one?
Luke H.W.
Okay. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. This one is by Thicken LT. This is in Crazy Ideas. Actually, they were both in Crazy Ideas.
Okay.
The subreddit. So this one is a show similar to Big Brother, where there is one contestant that is constantly fed LSD, where the sober contestants have to vote out who is the one they think is on LSD, and the high one has to act sober. Best part, they're all on LSD. I think
that's good.
That's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty good. I have to admit, right? So I think that's awesome, but illegal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we're against it.
Yep,
because it's illegal.
Exactly. We never do anything illegal.
No. Don't check on that. Okay. But what do you think of that idea of?
Well, can I say, my brother actually came up with an idea a few years ago. It was a very similar idea, okay?
Yeah.
When Big Brother was actually out this week.
Is it still on in other countries? We kind of scrapped it here.
I don't think so. Yeah. I think it just died everywhere.
Our Prime Minister, spoke out against it. Remember that?
Did he really?
Yeah, the Prime Minister's like, it's awful. Get it off TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
My brother's idea, right? Mm-hmm. Similar sort of thing, but there's one gay person.
Okay.
And that gay person has to, and there's like a prize, right? So it's kind of like Big Brother, but also it's like if the straight people vote out the gay person, then the straight people win a prize. and then but it was like he gets more money each week. But then if the gay person survives all the way to the end, then they win all the money.
Right. And so the idea is that this gay person would have to not be known to be a gay person.
Yeah, because they would get voted out, right? And then the straight people would win.
So it's like The Mole, but for gay people?
Yeah, but it's the same concept.
Right.
Where everyone's straight.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I reckon that would be a really interesting social experiment.
Yeah, to see what, I suppose, like personality traits people think of when they think of, people that are homosexual.
I reckon you'd have a huge range of people that are like, pretending to be, like, whether they're trying to be. Oh no, wait. Sorry, I think it was actually the other way around. Right.
So people all gay people and one straight person?
Yeah, Yeah, that's right. And they all have to act. And they have to act gay.
What is okay? What is your idea?
The point is you've got everybody acting gay, even though
but none of them are. Okay,
yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think that'd be interesting because you'd have people that are like be really super flamboyant, and then others are like, well, that's a bad tactic.
Yeah,
because not every gay person's like that. So I'm going to just be normal.
Yeah,
and that's have to read between. And then I think it'd be really interesting when people come out of the house and you're interviewing them, and then you tell them that actually everybody's straight, and then they're like, but what? And then they talk about why they decided to do what they would act like they did, and what their thoughts on who was who. And
do you think that, like, do you think people would just latch on to, like, people identify with the Sex and the City girls, right?
Yeah,
like they're like personality types. Do you think the go-to would be people would be like, all right, I have to act gay? They would just latch onto one of the Fab Five from Queer Eye and be like, that's the kind of gay I am.
Oh, okay.
Because I would say they're all pretty different.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I would like when they do little challenges and stuff.
Yeah.
For them to be really stereotypically gay things.
Okay, like
you have to do a fashion show or something,
Right.
And people would be like, oh my God, fashion show. Anyway, let's think further on this idea.
Okay.
Off the mics.
Oh.
All right. Cambo, I think we should get into Today I Learned. So now it's time for Today I Learned. Let's play the intro to that. Today I Learned. This Today I Learned is by Baby Bop. Today I learned of Johatsu, a Japanese phenomenon where, due to failed marriage, mounting debt, loss of work, failure, etc., people just simply abandon everything and walk away from their life, disappear to live life anonymously in an off-the-grid world. Companies, too, can reset your life. That last sentence is crap. Okay. It's saying companies can help you do this. There's companies that have been set up to help you do this.
You've quote-unquote failed in life.
Yeah.
You can essentially disappear and reset.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you think you'd ever do this? Have you ever had a point where you're like, it would be great if I just walked away from everything right now?
Not really, to be honest. And I think that's just indicative that we've had a pretty easy life.
Yeah. No, there's been times where I'm like, I just can't really be bothered. And I could just... The equivalent is I could just go overseas. And you still have your connections with everyone.
I've certainly had the thought where, maybe I'll move and get a new job or whatever.
Yeah.
But resetting my life is a lot different.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I see, because I see them as, it's like kind of similar, but you just have that one thing of like, but I could go back to that life, if I wanted to. There is the thing here that you disconnect from family and friends.
That's what I mean. It must be if you've gone through a particularly messy divorce or a custody battle or family abuse or something like that. I mean, if we were to do it, it'd just be kind of selfish.
Yeah.
We're like, I'm over. I'm just going to disappear.
Yeah.
And then your family's just like, what happened to it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Because I couldn't leave and have my family,
No.
I think, think I'm just dead.
Right. Like, yeah, you'd need to go through some significant troubles in order to make this happen. Like maybe you're
What specifically?
no, like maybe something.
What can I arrange?
But like, is this like an equivalency to maybe like the witness protection?
Yeah, I think so.
Because that's essentially what they do, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Because you're not
Right.
meant to know anyone.
Yeah.
Although I think it's not often permanent. It's only permanent for like some people that are
into
like
trial
Hitler.
or
That's
something.
what they did with Hitler.
Let's talk about this off mic.
Okay. Yes. Might have the Russians listening in.
Yeah, okay, I guess you're right. Witness relocation is normally like until a trial or something happens,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
true. But yeah, but that's basically it anyway.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think I would do it.
I think there's a circumstance where I would.
I think so. I haven't hit 30 yet. Who knows what these last couple of years are going to
That's true.
throw at me now, so I might be ruined.
Yeah. I'm very close.
yeah.
I'm very close.
You'll have to get a new co-host. Wink, wink.
What?
It'd be me, but a different name.
Oh, okay. Can I just get somebody else?
No. I mean, you could. That would be your right. But
Yeah.
I prefer you hired me.
I'd prefer like a female. I feel like that might work better.
Yeah, good dynamic.
Yeah, dynamic. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's pretty unique to have two guys host a podcast.
That are both white, middle class.
Think they're funny. Yeah. It's good. We've really stumbled upon something.
Yeah, I've never really thought about it contextually.
Yeah, we
Why are you listening? What? Why are you listening?
Nelson,
Stop
we
listening.
We blend in.
Okay. But Cambo, do you know what I think is a cool idea?
What?
Actually?
What?
I would love to start the business of, helping people.
Yeah.
Like, go off the grid.
Sure.
I think that could be pretty fun. And I think you should do it in like I'm thinking, you get some people that are pretty upset.
Yep.
Whatever. And that's sad. They're
Yeah.
depressed enough not to commit suicide.
Yep.
But just to restart their life somewhere
Sure.
else.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yep. I'm with you.
You know what I would think would be fun if you're down in the dumps
What?
is you go to this company, right? You're like, I want to get away off the grid. Give me a new passport, new name, new life. Actually, I don't think that's how it works. But you know what? In the company that I start,
Sure. This is how
that's how it works. Okay, illegal underdealings. But part of the fun is one night we have a team that bursts into your house with ski masks on, and they put a pillow over your head.
Yep.
And they threaten to kill your family if they say anything.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. And then they, put you in a van, drive you away, and then maybe like put you in a boot.
Sure.
Because I think that's kind of a fun experience.
Everyone's always wanted to be in a boot.
Yeah. And then you meet at some secret location somewhere.
Yep.
And then there's a guy there's a huge abandoned warehouse, and there's a desk in the middle of the warehouse with two chairs
with one light above it.
Yeah. They sit you down, take the pillowcase off. It's just you and a guy.
Yep.
It's a Spanish guy. I don't know why. It's just I feel like that adds to it.
Yeah. In a nice suit.
Oh, he's got a real nice and a cigar. Did I mention he's smoking a cigar?
You didn't, but I did picture it.
You pictured it anyway, right? And he says,
"Do the accent."
He says, "You want to start a new life?"
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Anyway, look, regardless of the accent, he slides over a briefcase with your passports and stuff.
Yep.
And gives you the keys to a secondhand car and tells you where to drive.
Okay.
And he says, live your life there.
Okay.
Pretty good?
Would it be better if wide pillowcases overhead, they just fly you to where you're living now? And then pull off the pillowcase. He's there, accent and all.
Okay, yeah.
And he goes, this is where you live now. It's you live in Tennessee.
Okay.
And you're like, okay, interesting.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because he could not go to that place.
Yeah.
He might just get a free car. Because
Yeah.
he could drive back to where he was.
Yeah,
He's like, honey, got a car.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
He's making profit off of you.
Oh. No. We would charge a lot. Tell you what. These people that are out of jobs and divorced and losing everything, I'll take the last penny from them. You want a new life? It's gonna cost you. Anyway, I think I would enjoy that. Maybe you could just do it as an experience, right? Where that happens, but then you just go home afterwards.
That's what I'm saying.
Just somebody that wants a bit of entertainment.
Yeah, okay. They want to know the thrill of starting a new life.
Yeah.
Without ever actually starting a new life.
Or the thrill of being a hostage, really.
Okay.
That's kind of essentially what it is. Being kidnapped.
Yeah. You could probably pay for that.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I reckon that's what you do. Okay. But, again, this is how we do it.
Okay.
So we say, hey, do you want to sign up, get kidnapped? Just have their feeling
Are
of...
we like outside of a mall or something, like with clipboards?
Yeah. You know those people that always try to sell you like paintballing? You get a clipboard and they lock eye contact from like 50 meters away. And you're like, come on, dude.
Here's
Drop
an
the
idea.
ice.
Because we don't, like, what if we dress up like where we have actually got like paintballing banners and stuff? And be like, for real? This is paintball. You want to get kidnapped?
I think it's way worse when it comes up as this. Because you've got people interested in paintball coming up to you.
That's the thing.
And you're hoping that they also have an interest from being kidnapped.
Here's the sales line.
Okay.
Nelson. You're like, for real? You want to get kidnapped? And they're like, no. You're like, exactly. That's the spirit. Good. Pay us some money. And you've already adapted to the role of kidnappee. Cool. All right, we'll be there at 7. No, I can't say this enough. Don't kidnap me. Yes, sir.
We understand. We gotcha. Okay.
It's called foot in the door salesman, Nelson.
Okay, but now one step further.
Yeah.
We outsource the kidnapping to mafia groups.
Sure.
So people think they're like, it's part of the kidnapping thing.
Right.
We've got the money from them. Then the mafia actually gets a ransom from the family. It's a win-win.
And there's less risk on this one, but I must say one of the show rules, don't steal our ideas.
Don't steal our ideas, okay? We're going to be so annoyed if this comes up. I mean, obviously we'll try it out, see if we can make some improvements along the way.
Yeah.
But, alrighty. Here's another one, Cambo.
Okay.
This is by Bright Pineapple. Today I learned that Red Bull was sued for false advertising by a consumer after 10 years of drinking Red Bull that he neither grew wings nor any enhanced athletic or intellectual performance.
I was wondering this the other day because for reasons that aren't important, we got delivered a case of V. To our office.
Yeah.
And then we started talking about energy drinks. And I was talking about the fact that it doesn't claim to give you wings anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be their big thing.
Yeah.
And is this why?
Maybe this is why.
Right.
Maybe a guy was like, yeah, this is... Because I wonder if he won. I could probably have found that out. Yeah. No, you know what? Today I learned would have been this guy won.
Yeah.
Court case with it. So
let's
I'm guessing
assume
that's
correct.
Let's assume that's what's happening.
Because, I mean, in that saying, if someone is wanting to sue, the tagline on V at the moment is a big hit that improves you a bit.
Oh, okay.
I felt worse.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
True. I never feel great. Look, I'm gonna say something to the listeners that they're not gonna like.
Yeah.
They're gonna wish that they didn't hear. But V and Red Bull and all those energy drinks gives me diarrhea.
Yep.
Straight afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not. It's getting the slight energy boost that you can't really feel.
Yeah.
Is not great
And
when you're on the toilet afterwards.
I'll tell you what's suspect. There was a combination of regular V and a new V for the movie Deadpool 2 that said brand new limited edition flavor. But nowhere on the can did it list the flavor.
Yeah.
It's just a new one.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
But which led to the conversation, then what flavor is V anyway?
Yeah.
I guess you can't just be like, it's the normal flavor, and now it's the new one.
Yeah.
Because neither of them are a thing.
Yeah. That's a good. I reckon that's good marketing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, have you had V before? You mean like VV or the new V?
Yeah, you can get people to talk gibberish and sound like dickheads.
We're talking about it now. I mean,
true.
Geniuses.
I bet Red Bull are real angry because this started off about them.
Yeah.
Is V an international thing?
Oh, I don't know, actually.
I actually don't know if it is.
Yeah, it might not be. Because, like, obviously Monster is everywhere because that's Coke.
Right.
And Red Bull is everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure about V.
Yeah,
is that meant to be Schweppes?
To any of our international listeners, this is nothing.
Yeah. It's very boring.
V is some kind of green can full of liquid.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really describe it any better than that.
Maybe it does.
It's not a drink.
Overseas. I don't know. What I was thinking though is, are there some brands that we could take to court with false claims?
Yeah.
Now, actually, I have heard the same story for Lynx. But there was a guy that sprayed himself every day with Lynx, and he said, "I never got attractive women coming up to me," and that's what you advertise.
Yeah.
So,
see, I always thought Lynx had a good slogan, which is the more you use, the more you get, which is vague enough to be like an empty promise, but it does make you use more of their product.
I don't know, because I feel like, don't you at least have to go up to them at some point and be like, okay, so what's the get?
But they could be like, what do I get? And they could be like, more links on you.
Okay.
The more you use your links, the more you get links on you.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
that was good. That was good. Okay. What other brands promise stuff?
Well, there's always the supermarkets, Woolworths, the fresh food people. They probably are. Like,
yeah, I think they are.
Yeah.
Probably pretty fresh fruit.
So I don't know. I mean, what more do you want from me, Nelson? I brought you V.
V was pretty good.
Yeah.
I normally have some things prepared in these types of situations. But I just assumed you would come up with one.
I did. It was called
another
V.
one. But V don't promise you anything.
Yeah, they promise to improve you a bit.
Oh, yeah, a bit. Yeah, that's right. Okay, never mind. Let's move on.
Have you not been listening
I
to
sort
this
of
episode?
listen. I tune in and out. Okay, this one's a quick one, okay? Before we move on to shower thoughts. This is by Evo Hands. Today I learned Domino's Pizza ended the 30 minutes or it's free guarantee in the 1980s after a delivery driver killed a woman trying to meet the time constraint.
Jesus. That's
Cambo,
okay. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he still delivered the pizza?
If he's committed, then yes.
I think it's more committed. It's like, shit, I've killed somebody. I'm definitely not going to be late now. Like, if anything, that's more of a waste.
This may as well be worth it.
I don't want to kill somebody and then not deliver the pizza on time. It seems like a lose-lose situation.
But
you could have a lose-win situation.
The in 30 minutes or it's free presumably doesn't affect the delivery person's pay.
No, I think it would.
Really?
I think in probably America it would. I have a feeling. Because otherwise there's, not enough of an incentive for the drivers.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'll fucking get there when I get there. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah, you rock up an hour late and be like, I ate some of it. There you go.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
cool.
crazy.
Let's get into shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts.
This shower thought is by Grow Up and Blow Away. The fate of the world currently lies in the hands of English Korean translators.
Yeah, okay.
This is a pretty good one.
What do you think of this situation? Obviously, for people that aren't following what we're talking about, the Trump Kim Jong Un
Summit.
Talking
about denuclearization.
Yes.
For lifting the tariffs on trade. Or lifting trade embargoes. What are they called? Something. One of the things I said was correct. about the
You
trading.
sounded sufficiently smart.
Okay, good.
If 5 years ago, if someone said to you, hey, check this, President Donald Trump
Yeah.
is going to meet with Kim Jong Un, and the request that Kim Jong Un has made is that former basketball player Dennis Rodman had to be there. What would you think of that situation?
I'd be like,
Everything seems in check.
yeah, if it was while he was doing the Celebrity Apprentice thing, I'd have been like, oh yeah, he just kind of wants to meet some famous people. That makes sense.
Well, okay, it could be one of two things, right? Obviously, if you were Kim Jong Un, I imagine you'd want to trade with someone that's not a proper politician.
Yeah, well, I reckon that's sort of it.
But also, someone pointed out to me today that Kim Jong Un.
Not a proper politician. He's the president of the United States. But I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. We all knew what you
Yeah,
meant. We all knew what you meant.
Isn't that a sad
like-
state of affairs?
Yeah. Which is normally considered like the
top
politician of the world,
Yeah.
basically. Okay, anyway, sorry, continue.
But someone pointed out today that Kim Jong Un also does have a fascination with celebrities.
Yeah.
And maybe that's also like an angle.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that guy's real famous. I want to talk to him now.
Yeah, that's true. Probably just got a whole bunch of signatures from Donald Trump to show his family and stuff. Yeah, I think it's interesting. This is, I don't know, it's probably a bad thing, but it annoys me a little bit that if this is successful, then all the Trump supporters, that's all they will ever talk about. Is, see, he did this good thing.
Yeah.
Like, a bunch of other presidents could never do this, and he has. You'd be like, it sucks, because it's true. Like, it is actually a good thing.
But
God,
it
it's just...
is not credit where credit's due. If he pulls it off, you know what?
Yeah, I know.
Fucking good on him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think because I mean, half of me, the pessimistic side of me who thinks Donald Trump is a bit of a joke, is impressed with just even how far he's gotten already. Like, I was like, I expected him to just treat this as a joke. Yeah. But he's actually doing it, pretty seriously, and I mean, it's a good thing.
Maybe we should wait till the end of the summit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Just in case.
We are jumping the gun.
Yeah.
There might be, our skies might be lit up by nuclear explosions.
Because he might get to the end and be like, joking.
You're fired. That's what he'd do.
Yeah.
But I did think it was interesting that technically it is correct.
Yeah.
That if the translators wanted to,
Right.
they could just completely keep the peace. If Donald Trump was like, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Unless you denuclearize.
Yeah.
And the translator's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, not only are you going to get shot, I'm going to get shot too. So he translates to the other person and says, your tea is very delicious. And Kim Jong Un smiles and lifts his tea. And then they cheers. And Donald Trump's like, good. Wow. This is happening.
Okay, well, that's an interesting point because just recently they spent like half a day together. And then Donald Trump said, it was fantastic. I think we're going to have a great partnership. But maybe neither of them actually know what the other said.
They have no idea. Yeah, that's right.
Maybe he's like, Trump says make all the nukes you want.
Yeah.
And then he goes, Kim said, I'll stop it. And they're both like, well, this is great. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Shake hands, take a picture. All right.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it won't work out when Kim Jong Un doesn't denuclearize.
Yes, I mean, these translators could lead us to war.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they're just having a conversation, just amongst themselves.
Right.
But in between, they just pretend like they've already got a script ready of what each line the person is going to say. And, so they're like, hey, what'd you want to the weekend? And like, oh, by the way, he said, that everything's cool. Okay, here's another one. This is by Apoca Fella. It must be fun for barbers to say, oops. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like the idea of you know, I wish I was in a profession where I could do that more.
Right. Like a tattoo artist would be another one.
Tattoo artist is a good one. Because I sort of used to do it when I was working for the cinema.
Sure.
I was training new people.
Yeah.
And I used to do it at the same time. Every intake, I would always get one sucker. Because I was a candy bar king, just so you know.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
They wrote stories about me.
Cool.
I wrote stories about me. And so I'd be always the first person to teach them. And I'd teach them how to put the kernels into the popcorn machine.
Yeah.
Right? It's really
Nelson, don't give away all the trade secrets.
Oh, God. You fill it up, put it in this little kettle thing.
Yeah.
You put some salt in there, and then press a button, and the oil goes down. And so I say, okay, you do this, pour it in, and then and I say, okay, you do it. And then they go to do it, and just as they're pouring in, I go, oh, no. And just to see them freak out for a second, like some of the reactions I got was very entertaining.
Right.
And they obviously think I'm an asshole. But because they knew they have to smile and laugh and nod. And I go, yeah, you know who's boss.
King Candy Bar. You've read the story, don't worry.
Yeah, that's right. I wear this crown that I made. That's always been fun. It's essentially like you get to be a dad. You get to tell dad jokes kind of thing before you get there.
You're an inoffensive prankster.
Yeah.
You know who is the ultimate celebrity inoffensive prankster?
Yeah.
Henry Cavill, the guy that plays Superman.
Right.
He's always, through work, we follow his profile. And he's always doing these pranks that aren't really pranks.
Okay.
And it's like a dad, except for he's like a young, handsome man.
Okay.
But I mean, one of his great pranks on the set of Justice League is he put a sticker of a Superman sticker on the Batmobile.
What?
Yeah, and you're like, yeah, cool. I'm sure the props department took it off. Like, good on you.
That is just so. And that is like the terrible. That guy has no creativity.
Yeah, and then another
whatsoever.
one was like he was he put on a mask. I think it was the mask from V for Vendetta. Yeah, and walked around the Comic-Con floor. Was like, oh, no one knew it was me. Yeah, you're wearing a mask.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's not even like you didn't wear a Superman mask. Like,
yeah,
you wore a different character's mask.
If you wore a Superman mask, sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought it was you if I saw a V for Vendetta guy walking around.
It would have been more impressive if he had kind of dressed up as Superman, but just tried to pretend that he was a real good lookalike and not actually. That would have been more of an entertaining ha-ha.
If he had walked around dressed as with a shirt that said "I am Henry Cavill,"
okay,
or "I am not Henry Cavill," maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah. Playing the mind tricks here.
Yeah, but you can't just put on a different mask and be like, no one knew it was me.
Yeah,
no one recognizes your frame. Like,
I
recognize that. Walk anywhere.
I like the idea that he's paid some teenager to follow him around with your camera just while he goes to pull pranks on set. You open somebody's coffee mug and just pours a little bit more water in there. Oh, that's going to be so watered down.
He just got Cavill. Yeah. Can you imagine if he did a punk type show?
Yeah. I think that would be entertaining, actually. I'd watch that.
Henry Cavill shit pranks.
Okay. Here's another one.
All right.
This is by Breathe My Stink.
It took a really long time to read that as well. Were we just processing?
It was processing. Okay. I was like, oh, do I say this? Is pretty offensive. Your baby is so cute is probably the most socially acceptable lie on earth.
Yeah, I guess so. I was having this conversation the other day where I think it should be a social norm that all new parents accept that every baby kind of looks the same for about 6 months.
Yeah.
And then after about 6 months, you're like, I see it taking shape. It's
no,
cute.
actually, that's not. No, 6 months is too long.
Okay, I don't know how babies
I know.
work.
I wouldn't either, but I've recently had nieces and nephews.
How long until they look different?
It's like a month, probably. until they. I know, but they actually I feel as though they change really fast.
Okay.
From month to month, babies can look crazy different.
Okay.
But I agree that when they first come out, they're just whatever. It's a blob.
And, why are people posting pictures of their babies before their eyes are open? They're all wet and stuff. I don't want to see that. Because it looks like every other wet, closed-eyed baby.
Yeah, but would you say it was cute if you were there in person and they're like, "Hey, what do you think of my baby?"
Honestly, I don't know if I'd use the word cute. I'd be like, "Oh, look at it." You know, like,
Look at it. You wouldn't even say him or her. Oh, look at it. Okay. You couldn't be possibly pressured into this. What if somebody's like, "Look, honestly, Cambo, tell me.
yeah.
I really value your opinion. You
well-
are obviously the godfather.
how well do I know this person? Pretty well from my godfather.
It's my kid. It's my child.
Yeah, I'd tell you whatever, man.
Oh, well, fuck you. Okay. What if I have an ugly baby? I want to hear that it's good
No, that's what I'm
looking.
saying. I'll tell you how it is. If you're like, honestly,
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
what does my baby look like? I'll be honest, Nelson. It looks like a lot of other babies right now. Bring it back to me in 1 to 6 months.
Okay.
When it looks different.
Okay. So I bring it back to you in 1 to 6 months. And it looks different.
Yep.
But it's ugly.
Okay.
Then what do you say? And I say, Cambo. It's changed. It looks like a human now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this?
It looks like it's dad. Look at it.
But you asshole. Even though this was a hypothetical, you actually
sorry.
insulted me now.
Do you want me to say your wife is ugly? Is that the hypothetical situation you've put me in?
Good
If
call.
I have to
Good
insult
call.
you or your hypothetical wife, real life you right now, or your hypothetical wife, I'm sorry, buddy, but you're going down.
You could have made fun of my hypothetical wife. She doesn't even exist yet. I'm not emotionally attached to her yet.
I don't do that to women.
But I am attached
Hypothetically or in real life.
Okay. All right. Give me back your Godfather badge. Okay, well, let's get to Ask Reddit.
Alrighty.
Ask Reddit. This Ask Reddit is by Diahrrea.
I feel like you nailed that.
Yeah. How did you almost die?
How did I almost die?
Have we had this question before?
No,
Okay,
but I don't. I've never had any real like near death experiences.
You've never.
I've been in some like small car accidents, but nothing that would have really been fatal.
Oh, that's boring.
Oh, actually, you know what am I talking about? I was hit in the temple when I was a kid.
Okay.
I've got a
By
scar
bullet?
right there. See,
But-
like,
oh,
right next
yeah.
to my temple.
I've always noticed that.
Yeah.
Like a little scar.
Yeah. That something
Makes
hit
you look
me.
ugly, by the way, and it'll probably pass over to your kid.
My kid will have that same scar. Something hit me right next to the temple. I was kind of too young to remember. I was like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
But something like hit me right next to my temple and my eye, like
Yeah.
between my eyeball and my temple.
Yeah,
I guess
shit.
that could have killed me.
Yeah, okay. Or it made you at least blind.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, okay.
Look at me, I got fucking nothing.
Yeah. If you might have had a better life if you were blind in one eye.
Who knows?
You could wear a patch.
That would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
I've always thought about that. Like, seriously, that if I, for whatever reason, I lost an eye.
Yeah.
You know, some people get glass eyes or whatever.
Yeah.
I would definitely wear a
Patch.
patch.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the coolest way to go.
I would have a set of sunglasses that I wear all the time, right?
Okay.
And then when you're indoors and like take the sunglasses off, and I do, one lens always remains over my eye.
Yeah.
And that's my eye patch.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
You could pretend like it's a computer as well. You know, like
Sure.
you're a half cyborg. Well, I can remember 3 occasions where I've almost died.
Okay.
And there's probably been more. One time was when I was younger, I used to do disco parties for little kids.
Yep.
And we were setting up the equipment.
He was the same age. I just want to, in case any cops are listening.
Oh, I wasn't. Yeah,
Like,
I wasn't
when he
like,
says younger, he doesn't mean like 23.
I wasn't like an almost 30-year-old guy doing it for like 5-year-olds. No, I was around. I was between the ages of like 11 and probably 16. And so we was me and my friend were setting up the equipment, and we were setting up an amp, right? And I had to plug twist these cables into the amp connector, and then put that into the speaker connector, right?
We know how to do that. Yeah, we know how to set up a disco, Nelson.
Obviously.
Don't patronize my listeners.
Yeah. So
You're doing the amp thing.
there's just the 2 exposed wires, right? Because you have to hold down a little clip, stuff the wire in, and then let go of the clip, and it kind of clamps it, makes the connection, right? But as I'm looking at the wires, there's a arc of electricity that goes between one cable and the other.
Yeah.
And I said to my friend, did you see that? That was weird. And he's like, oh, no, what? Like, he wasn't listening. I was like, whatever. Anyway, so I put the cables in.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Then about like 6 months, a year later maybe, my friend goes and does this electronics course, something.
Right.
And he learns about OH&S, occupational health and safety, during it. And he's like, oh, hey, do you know what's so crazy that we haven't, been properly doing? He said, is the amp has a ton of voltage in it. He's like, so we need to, make sure that that's off until we've got everything in before we put it on. And I kind of just froze for a second. And I thought, wow, I was really, really close to electrocuting myself to death. Like, the fact that I didn't touch the cables is crazy because they were like a little bit bunched up as well. So sometimes I'd have to like twist them just to get them in the little hole. The fact that I didn't that time is just like, oh my God, it blew my mind.
Wow.
So it was like a very delayed reaction. Oh, I almost died.
Yeah. Like many times.
Yes.
Interesting.
Probably should have saved that one to last because the other one, I was filming a short film with some friends and we had to do this thing in traffic and I pretended to fall over. Well, I did fall over and then my head got very close to a car wheel. Actually, it was a bus. It was a bus wheel. And then, and then the other time was an accident and the trailer of a car hit the side of my car, totally effed up the entire side of it. And if it was a tiny bit higher, it would have probably knocked my head off. But it hit the axle, right? It hit the axle on a horizontal and then it bent the axle. Like, the amount of force that from a horizontal angle it would take to bend the axle is like crazy. So anyway, it's very pretty close to
Well, I've lived a very blessed life, Nelson.
Call me Lucky Nelson.
Yep, that's his cool new nickname, Lucky Nelson.
I was trying to come up with a cool nickname. Can you come up with one for me?
No.
Yeah.
Lucky Nelson is as good as you get.
It's pretty good. Okay, I have another one here.
Sure.
This is by whatever, Nevermind. I pronounced that last bit correctly. You find a magic coin that grants you unlimited wealth for as long as you keep the coin hidden from anyone else's eyes. Where do you hide the coin?
Where do I hide the coin? Okay. Okay, let's think about this logically. Mm-hmm. Okay, but I mean, you don't know because it wasn't written there. But if someone spots it once, does it disappear forever?
I think that's it. That's what the rule I'm going with. Yeah.
I feel like I have to bury it somewhere really, really deep. And then build a building over it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, you've got tons of money. I didn't actually think about that.
Right. So here's the thing. You buy a property and you build a house. But before you build the house, you bury your coin.
Yes.
And then build a house over it.
That's way too easy, actually.
Right.
Because, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, what if you can't use the wealth to help you? Because you're right. It's like I would go, okay, let's get a spaceship.
Yep.
I've got infinite wealth.
Yeah.
And then while nobody's looking, I'm gonna say, nobody touch this, or I will literally kill you. I just put it in a little capsule, set it up.
Yep.
That's it. Easy.
Yeah. Okay. Put it in a Blockbuster video. No one's going there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, but then they'll eventually close down, and then people.
But you put it in inside the case of what's the worst movie? Like Runaway Bride or something. Put it in the case of Runaway Bride in a Blockbuster video. No one's seeing that.
That's good. That's a good idea. Okay. My plan is.
Yep.
You cut open your arm. Slip it in there.
Yep. The old skin pocket.
Staple myself shut. Because I obviously wouldn't know. Wouldn't have anything to put it together. That's perfect.
That's not bad, yeah.
But what if I broke my arm? I need to get an X-ray.
You just refuse to go to the doctor. Your arm is hanging limp by your side. No, that's all right. I can live like this.
I'm fine.
You go to the doctor, I'll pay you $20,000 to fix my arm without x-raying it.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll tell you pretty much where it's broken. You go from there.
I like that he's just poking it. It doesn't hurt. Yeah. Here? Yeah. There. Actually, it just hurts all over. I don't know. Just fix it. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, cool. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
Okay. All right, let's get into the questions to make you like us.
All right.
We did a set of questions to make you love us.
Yep.
Now we're doing ones to make you like us.
There's 36. We do not enjoy them.
We do not enjoy them. This one's okay. We're up to question 21.
Okay.
This one is, who is a favorite actor of your own gender? Describe a favorite scene in which this person has acted.
Favorite actor of the... we had a similar question, I think, about favorite actors.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I like the added describe a scene.
Okay. I think I'll go with my previous answer, which
Okay.
My favorite actor, I think I said, was John Bernthal.
God, so crap.
Yeah.
I forget who he is. I'm bad.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so bad with names.
No, he's not particularly that well known either.
Okay.
For those of you that don't know him, he is currently the Punisher on the Netflix series of shows. He's also been in The Wolf of Wall Street. He's in The Walking Dead for a while, I think. The movie Fury. But, okay, a scene... It's not even... It's kind of a couple of scenes that go back-to-back as in a TV show. But it's all the one location and the one conversation.
Okay.
It's actually in the second season of Daredevil. They're on a rooftop together.
Yep.
And there's a back and forth between him as Frank Castle and Daredevil about morality.
Yeah.
That I actually think is really good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And yours?
All right. Well, mine is probably... I mean, in the past, who I've thought is a really good actor... Oh, no, he's never been my favorite. But I was going to say Kevin Spacey at some point was.
Yeah.
You know, like, he's a really good actor. Oh, so disappointing. Anyway,
he acted like not a pedophile for all those years.
Oh, yes. God, beat that. Probably somebody that is a pedophile and has just got away with it their whole life, I guess. But, like, yeah, there was some scenes in American Beauty that I think are really great with him. But anyway, but the real one, I think, is Jim Carrey.
Okay.
I've always really liked Jim Carrey.
Sure.
I think he's a great actor. I think he has a lot of range.
Yep.
Does some crazy stuff.
Yep.
Does Mask and Ace Ventura, and then he does the Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen this, Nelson. Have you seen the new trailer for his TV
Kidding.
series? Kidding. Directed by Michel Gondry,
Yeah.
who directed Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'll probably
Which
enjoy
got me
that.
very excited. It looks...
Do you know what I thought? It looks like Man on the Moon again, where he's going to get super involved in this role,
yeah.
and it's going to take over his life. And but
that movie, like, broke him.
yeah,
He was never quite the same after Man on the Moon.
Yeah. Although, what is that and the timing of his girlfriend committing suicide and basically blaming him?
Yeah, that probably also didn't
Probably
help.
a pretty similar period of time.
Maybe even more that.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think one scene that I remember from The Truman Show, which I thought was really good,
Yeah.
and funnily enough, probably not just specifically his acting, although I think he does a really good job
Yeah.
in that film.
But he's hot bod as well.
He's hot, but no, not really. But the scene,
He's normal bod.
the scene right at the end,
Yep.
which if you have watched the Truman Show, you'll probably remember it.
Yeah.
Because very well framed.
Yep.
Is him at the edge of this dome. He's just crashed into it with the boat, and there's stairs going up, and he opens the door.
Yep.
And it's just this really awesome visual of like him standing there, just like figuring out like what the hell has happened to his whole life.
Yeah.
It's like this skyline kind of thing. It's really cool. And it has this like intense dun, 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 music over the top. And he's just like, expression is really good about kind of this like amazement, and like, he's kind of in awe at the same time as just having this, it's like this weight's being lifted off his shoulder is kind of how you feel.
Yeah.
And he says, in case you didn't see me, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, which is this line. Earlier.
I think that is great acting. I think a lot of people confuse good acting with yelling. That happens a lot.
Okay, yeah.
And a good example, and I think is a good actor, is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
A lot of people think he's a good actor because he yells a lot, right?
Yeah.
In all these movies.
Yeah.
And he is a good actor.
Yeah.
But not
yeah. Yeah.
So the idea that he can convey all that without saying a word
That's
is
right.
great.
Yeah. I mean, because, obviously there's...
Or does he
there's-
say that? Is he like, wait a minute,
I mean...
wall on a ship, but wait, a diamond TV show? Oh my God.
I'm sort of in awe. I'm sort of feeling a little bit liberated right about now. You know what? I'm going to walk through this door. And obviously, like, fantastic writing as well.
Yeah.
I think that can also be misconstrued. Oh, it's kind of funny, right? Because they really need to work together. Where there'll be things that you can tell have been written very well, but acted poorly.
Yep.
And vice versa. And I feel like sometimes the acting can, outdo the writing if it's acted well enough.
Famously, that is what Russell Crowe claims of Gladiator.
Right. Yeah.
He said on the set, this was like an infamous quote of his. He said, "This script is shit.
Okay.
Luckily, I am the greatest actor in the world."
What an asshole.
Yeah. And then he won an Oscar, which doesn't help his ego.
Yeah, that's right. He's like, see? Told you. See? I've got this to prove it.
The screenwriter's probably there going, this isn't going to help.
Yeah, that's right. The screenwriter's just in the audience, gets a text message from him. Told you. Like, well, you're up on stage. Why are you messaging me? Okay. Good.
Cool. Good question.
Good. That was the first, probably good one of the series.
I don't know. What is our favorite class at Los Angeles College was good?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, now we can move on to Ask Me Any...
Have you had a stroke?
We can move on to Ask Me Anything.
Yeah.
We're listeners of the show. Just like you, listener, right now, sitting in your car, listening to this. That's going to freak one person out.
And Nelson, we have upwards of 5 listeners.
Whoa. So you can listen, you can write into us and ask us anything you want. We have some here. Cambo, go for it.
Let me just pop the email. Okay, this one's from Dylan. Hey guys, I've heard Nelson call Cambo all sorts of names, and frankly, I don't know which ones are real and which ones are poppycock. But my question is, if you had to change your name, what would you change it to? Cheers, Dylan. I mean, it's kind of a cheat, but if I had to legally change my name, I may as well just change it to Cambo, right?
Yeah,
at this point?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I always correct people when you introduce yourself as Michael, and I say, he's Cambo.
which you'll notice I do all the time.
Yeah.
I never actually really introduce myself as Cambo unless specifically, like on this show, that's what I'm called.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, well, I'm Cambo.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought it was funny, actually, on the other shitty podcast that you're on, this total shit. You went by Cambo straight away on that. I actually thought they might call you Michael on that. But.
Okay, so weirdly how this happened, this is behind the scenes that no one's interested in.
Tell me more.
Because this other show is quite produced and, there's people behind it and stuff.
Nothing like this one.
Nothing like this one. But the other co-host was like, I don't really want my last name or anything like that. It's like, all right, well, we'll have to just come up with, we'll call you just your first name. And then, Michael, are you happy with your name? I said, yeah, I'm cool with my name. Or everyone else just calls me Cambo anyway. And then the producer's like, love it. Love it. Yep, sweet. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. I mean, he's kind of like gave you credit for a nickname that other people gave you. Hey, that's a good thing people call you. But it's better than Michael. Michael's a crap name.
Okay.
All
right.
I've been friends with you long enough. I feel like I can come clean.
Look, your kid's ugly.
Well, apparently I'm ugly. Okay. What would I change my name to?
Yeah.
So many routes.
Did you ever want to change your name when you were young?
No, I never. I don't think I ever went through that.
I thought every kid kind of had that thing.
Yeah. You'd think I would be more inclined to as well because I have a weird name.
Yeah. And you had to go at Michael. The audacity of you.
Name one famous Michael.
J. Fox.
Damn it. Well, Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
Who's better? Michael J. Fox? You can't change Michael's, okay? Michael J. Fox? Nelson Mandela.
Did Nelson Mandela make any classic 80s
Racist.
I've been exposed.
Gets him every time. Gets him every time. You got nothing, right? You got me. You can't get back from that.
You got me.
Okay. I'm gonna stay with Nelson. I got that one up my sleeve.
Okay.
I would like the idea of maybe like something really I don't know, exotic or weird, just to throw people off.
Sure.
Like if I was just called Muhammad.
Right.
It's the most common name in the world.
Yes, it's true.
But when people, speak to me or
you'd get to play a real like a real power card when you're like, oh hey, what's up? I'm Muhammad.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're Muhammad. You're like, what?
What?
Didn't expect it from a white boy like me?
Yeah, that's right. Racist.
And he's like, no, I'm Muhammad too.
Yeah. Oh. Or I could just be annoying and I would change my name to anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Yeah, okay.
But then nobody would talk to me. No, I don't know. Something like that.
Let's call you Ant.
Or just something like interesting. Like whipty-pipty. Just kind of like a fun word to say.
Why don't you change it to something that always is slightly misheard? There's a popular Auntie Don joke where someone's called James.
Okay.
But everyone always thinks it's James.
Yeah.
And you'd always be like, no, it's James.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that James? James.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's a good one. Or
just even just call yourself Nelson.
Yeah, that's good.
Didn't you change your name? Yeah, it's Nelson.
No, I feel like people do that already with I get Malcolm for some reason. Yeah, I get weird things going on.
Yeah.
But okay, another thought.
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth IV.
Yeah, not bad.
The world would be my oyster. Okay. All right, here's another question. It's by Cousin Rowan.
Yay!
He says, gentlemen,
Yep.
Thanks for having me on the show. It was great to be a part of what is a genuine reflection of your easygoing and good human character. Oh, that was nice. I don't know why. I expected that to end up being sarcastic.
Yeah, I think I was about to insult him. Now I don't want to.
As you know, after the show, you gave me my first proper VR experience of the PS4, which was amazing.
Yep.
AMA 46.8. If you could have something invisible, like a contact lens, fitted to your eye that would permanently augment and enhance reality, would you do it? On the condition it can never be removed or turned off.
No. Then I was almost a yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with the I would have to be able to turn it off.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, but then I mean, if it was always on, I would never have to look at your ugly son.
Yeah.
He could always be cute.
You could, you could augment a cute baby.
Because then you'd be like, this is my son. I'm like, oh, he's so cute. And you'd be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you seeing my baby? Or you seeing...
Is that eye thing you were telling me about? No. I didn't go through with that. By the way, if you got a temperature, you're a little bit hot. How do you know this? But okay, yeah, I think that's actually really interesting. Okay, because now I'm thinking about that's actually a brilliant thought, right? If you could turn ugly people into beautiful people, right? What if this happened one day and the government
they're up to no good.
They said, "Oh God, we."
Do they start their statement with "Oh God"?
Oh, yeah, they go. No,
here's your official government station.
This is not an announcement. Okay,
right.
They're in a boardroom.
Okay, internally.
Yeah,
right.
obviously.
Right.
And they say, "Oh God, where the population is decreasing.
Right.
We need some babies.
Okay.
We will program everybody's thing that they got in their eye socket to make ugly people look more attractive."
Right.
Could they could maybe do that?
Yeah, maybe. Do you think?
But then I don't think that'd be a bad thing.
No, not necessarily.
I only, need a visual thing.
I think I think you don't need attractiveness to necessarily help procreation. You just need lack of sexual intercourse, and then eventually, you do it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess that's kind of like if history has shown everything. We push out a lot of babies. No, but there's places like Japan and stuff where their population's declining, and could happen to
who
the
knows
world.
what's going on over there?
Could happen to the world. I don't know. But that's true. I mean, if you just upped the standards of everyone, then you would still have standards, probably.
Yeah, exactly. The
ugly
standard
people
just
would
goes
still
up.
be ugly. Yeah, but they're just okay.
Also, if everyone's super attracted, that gets kind of boring.
Well, yeah, I'd be so bored. Okay, but so wait, but originally you said you thought that you wouldn't get it if it's permanently on.
Yeah.
But what were you like worried about that it's?
Because you'd start to question things. Like you'd meet someone and you'd be like, oh, like, do they look like that? Or is this location I'm in like this? And wouldn't that just kind of, in the back of your mind, you just always wonder.
Okay, wow. Yeah, okay. I never really thought about this.
I'm deep.
That it's like, because presumably maybe you could, it'd be like an option to say, okay, if somebody, it'd be like, what's that movie that came out recently?
Ready Player One.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Where everybody had an avatar.
Yeah.
Maybe because everybody's wearing these eye things, you can set up your own avatar. Crazy. The world wouldn't be real anymore.
I don't like the words you're saying.
Okay. Okay.
Would you do it?
I was going to unconditionally say yes, just so you know. I didn't think it was possible,
right?
But you made me consider that maybe I wouldn't do this.
Rowan, are you selling these?
Yeah.
Is this Is this a sales pitch?
He's like, I've got them, but I put one on and I can't take it off. Is
that okay? We're like, no.
It's not that it shouldn't come off. He just doesn't like touching his eye.
No, I wouldn't do it.
I think I'd do it anyway. Okay.
Hey, it's, you know what? It's fun to have a bit of difference between us, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You live in perpetual not knowing anything, if anything's real, and I'll be woke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We can be like the odd couple.
Yeah.
You can tell me things that are real.
Yeah. You'll be like, what about her? And I'm like, nah.
Okay. Or maybe it'll be like, if this is in the future, there'll be a lot of death and famine around. Yeah. And you're like, oh my God, everything's the worst. And I'm like, no, it's cool. Oh, it's like sunshine and rainbows and stuff. And you're like, oh, that makes me feel better. Yeah. Cool. Alrighty. Well, thank you for writing in, Rowan and Dylan.
Yep.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you would like to write into us, you can do so. Reddit podcast, READIT podcast @gmail.com.
Yep.
You can also reach us at Facebook,
yep,
and at Twitter,
yep,
and our subreddit.
Sure.
It's all READIT podcast.
Mm-hmm. One of them is booby trapped. We won't tell you which one.
Oh, what happens?
I don't know.
Like a virus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Malware.
Okay. But we would like to hear your thoughts on, other stuff we're talking. Have you almost died?
Yeah.
For example.
And how?
Would you wear an augmented reality lens thing that you can't take off?
Yeah, that's an interesting... in fact, Rowan, would you wear it?
Would you wear it?
Unless, did he say that in the email?
No, he didn't say
Okay,
that.
yeah, would you wear it?
Would you wear it? All right.
Also, if you like the show...
Oh, yeah.
And you're thinking, hey, these guys are all right. I like that it's two guys that have a podcast together that are white.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
Give us a subscribe.
Yeah. We're pretty unique.
Oh, I reckon we just lost subscribers.
They're like, oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm getting rid of this one.
Lucky I've got a backup podcast, Nelson. That's why I started it. With another one. Oh, no.
All right. Yeah, it's pretty similar, isn't it? Okay, anyway. Well, that's it for another episode. Thanks for listening, and we will read you later.
Reddit.